much better start to the day. Well, kind of. Oh, after Friday's video where I discussed waking up in water, it's so uncomfortable, man. That is so uncomfortable to wake up wet from holes in your ceiling. Got the tarp put on yesterday, and woke up this morning to entirely dry inside of the trailer. But there's always a but, right? Apparently I ran out of propane during the night, and didn't run out completely. I just ran out with the tanks that were on. So the first thing this morning, before I could even make coffee, I had to go ahead and put a new propane tank in. Apparently, though, it was okay because I'm drinking coffee now. It rained all night long, too. Holy smokes, it rained a lot. Hopefully, we're going to get to the end of this. Either that or I'm going to be changing the cabin project from a cabin to an ark. All right, I'm going to get my tail to work. I'm a little bit, running a little bit behind this morning because I had to have coffee. Oh, I just wanted to check in with you and let you guys know that dry night sleep complete. Oh, it's July. And it's 36 degrees. And it's 52 inside. So I broke down and popped the heater on. Need to warm up a bit. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I need to get out there and do some work in a little bit. I'm not gonna be cold in the morning. That's crazy. Good morning, ladies. Oh man. It was crystal clear blue skies this morning. Tad chilly. I've ended up firing up the heater, but I'm gonna leave it on for a while. Still trying to dry out the inside. I pulled all the blankets and my big sleeping bag that I had laying on the mattress over to be able to let that mattress air out and dry out. Crazy. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of things today. One, I want to show you guys how we can, or how I can adjust the height of the piers because I need to lower them all down anyway. And number two, I'm probably going to start building the subfloor today. The way I'm going to do it's a little different. I'm going to do it in 4 panels, 4 sections that I'm then going to move onto the top of the beams here. And once I get everything squared up, I'll nail them off, and then I'm ready for the OSB. And then after that, and I still going back and forth. I got a couple of questions out. Ring shank nails is where I'm leaning. After that's nailed and glued down, we'll start framing the cabin up. They're pretty exciting. I don't have an open end wrench that will adjust the nuts on these post brackets. That's what we're going to call them now. So I stopped off yesterday and bought a crescent wrench. And it's kind of cool too because this is actually a real honest to goodness original crescent wrench. I've never owned one that actually was a crescent wrench. They were all knockoffs. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to get started on that. Let me show you how easy these are to adjust. So the reason why I went this route was because if I need to make any adjustments at all, it's this simple, right? You see, that will drive it down, that will drive it the other way. So by cranking it this way, I'm running the nut up and driving the beam down. Come on. There we go. And if I turn it the other way, I would raise it up. I'm going to start in a lower position. And this is the one that I'm going to eyeball all the rest of them off of. So even though the middle one was pretty much my lineup one, the outside edge is going to be the one that I use to line everything up, because I think this side's a little bit higher. I don't know how low I need to go on that, but we'll go a bit lower here. Let me get a level on here first too. That's pretty much right in the bubble too. That's crazy. Here, let me show you this. We'll use the cell phone to get in a little closer, and I'll keep my audio here. There we go. I mean, not far at all. I'm going to go back through and, well, I'm going to lower this one some more. And then I'll go back through and get all the rest of them adjusted too, so that it's all even. And this is kind of the only time, oh, there we go, no, I'm loose. This is like the only time I'm going to have to worry about doing big adjustments here. Just running this to show you how it drops when I lower the other ones. I cannot get much closer than that. I probably could just go a tad, but I'm not going to adjust it any more than that. The reason why I don't have to worry about any more adjustment on this right now is because I imagine, I don't know because I've never done this before, that I might have a little bit of fluctuation once I get the floor on top of this. So I'm going to leave this at the position it's at now. You saw how simple, I mean super easy it is to adjust those brackets underneath there. And I'm going to worry about getting these lined up going that way. So I have some 12-foot 2x8s that I'm going to use in construction of the subfloor itself. And those will span here with a foot or two on either side with no problem at all. And we'll use that to get these level. But the first thing I'll do is take a shot on that and see what it looks like. And then again, this is, I'm sure, higher than it needs to be. So we're probably going to come down all the way on there and then get a good level going this way. And then we'll do the same thing going that way. And I can make all the final adjustments that I need to make once I have the subfloor on top. But really pretty shocked when I put this level on here at the fact that just by eyeballing it, I had it pretty darn level, pretty darn close. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Ward came by yesterday and said he was going to pick up the laser level from DJ and Cindy, and DJ and Cindy are the ones that loaned me the laser level. It's DJ's. And he was going to bring it by so that we could use the laser level again and level all this stuff out with the laser level. And I told him, I don't think I need to, dude. I think I can do it this way. So just to show you that, you know, a simple level tool, thank you, JD, goes a long way to getting the project moving forward without a lot of expense. So let me go ahead and fix these next ones. down just a bit more. This will be a whole lot easier getting everything level when I've got some weight on here too, but I'm pretty much dead center here as well. So now this beam is level to the outside beam all the way down on each one of the piers. And yes, there is a bit of a bow in here again, but it's so minute at this point that I don't think it's going to make any difference. Obviously, once I have the subfloor on top and I've got all the OSB installed on there, it'll be a nice flat surface. And at that point, I'll do the final leveling. It's never a final leveling though with these, so I could always come back and make adjustments as needed. And the reason why I did that is because, well, I don't anticipate any problems with frost heaves in the winter, because I think that I got down into soil that will get me to the point where it's not affected by frost heaves. It allows me an adjustment in the columns so that I don't get that tweak and twist. But again, with such a small platform as what I'm building right now, just 20 by 24 feet, I don't look for issues like that as far as, you know, doors getting stuck, windows cracking, that kind of stuff. It's a really small footprint that it's going to be floating on. I mean, in theory, I could have built this thing right on top of the ground on skids and just let it set there, and I don't think it would have been that big of a deal either. All right, let me see what I'm going to do about adjusting the length, the back to the front, and get a good eye for what that's going to be. Here, right, this orange pin right here, that's actually just a nail head that I had the rough corner calculated on for the subfloor for the cabin. All right, and if I come up here with the beam, you'll see that nail, come on, keep coming back. There we go. That nail is right here, and look at where the end of the beam's at. So I'm going to go forward on that one, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the beam on the other end, and then I'm going to run a string line to get that beam in the middle lined up with the two on the outside edge. All right, let's see if I can do this. All right, that's pretty close. I think that's pretty close as well. So this is the one, and these plywood shims are going to fall out. Which is why I did not secure them. All right, let me get a string on this real quick and see where we're at. So I can go about a 1/2 inch. Touch too far. That's close enough. Again, before I'm done with everything, after I get the subfloor joists put on the top, and before I nail them down into here, I'm going to secure these plywood cleats that I made in here and then through the beam, so that everything's locked in place. And then I'll go ahead and trim these off as well so that they're nice and even. Right now, it's kind of hard to tell over there, but right now I've got maybe 1/8 of an inch length difference here between this one and this one, and I don't know why that happens. I think part of that is because this board looks like it's bowed a little bit, this outside one, but I can make all those adjustments as I go forward. I just got to remember to button everything up. Awesome. We're ready for the next stage. Did want to take a minute though to thank you guys for watching. When I first started doing this, you know, I've said it in past videos, the YouTube channel basically started as a way for me to share stuff with my kids down in California. You know, hey Dad, I forgot the recipe for prime rib. All right, I'm getting tired of telling you, here's a video. So I just started setting it up there, and then it started to morph more and more into stuff. And it's super cool. The support, the constant encouragement that I get from all you guys is just mind-blowing to me. I have no idea what I'm doing as far as building a place. I've never done this in my life. YouTube has been a really great resource for me to learn that, and I'm sharing it again so the kids can see what their dad's doing. My grandkids can see that anything that you want to do in your life is possible. And so when I make a mistake, you guys won't have to make it. But I'll never forget, right, when I first started releasing actual videos where I took the time to try and create one and edit one and make it something that people would want to watch. I would release a video and I would wonder to myself, man, I wonder if I'm going to hit, you know, 100 views this week with this video. I wonder if I'm going to get 100 people. First it was 50, but then it was, man, I wonder if 100 people are going to find this interesting enough to watch. And then it became, I wonder if I'll get 50 views in a day, in the first 24 hours that I release a video. And going forward for the last, I don't know, man, it seems like the last maybe 5, 6, 7 weeks, every time I release a video, it's like, holy smokes, I wonder if I'll hit 500 views in the first day. You know, I hit 100 views in the first hour. It's just amazing to me. And people from all over the place, all over the planet watching this idiot do this in Alaska in a kilt. I still get quite a few comments too about that are just mind-blowing to me, that, you know, hey, I wanted to give your channel a shot and then I saw you were wearing a skirt, I'm out of here. That's fine. I know it's not for everybody. I wear the kilt because I love wearing the kilt. And you'll pretty much find me wearing this thing anytime I'm not at work. I do need a new one because this one's getting pretty shot. But even getting comments like that to me are awesome, because somebody took the time out of their busy day to do that, to watch that, to see that, to tell me they were offended by that, which is fine. I want to thank you guys again. Awesome, awesome support that I've had from all of you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys very much. All right, let's build a subfloor, shall we? Shall we try to do this? This is going to be fun. Well, that's good to know. It's still dead center.